Hello and welcome back to MD Model Works in association with Alclad 2. Yesterday was a good day. Went to Hannant's and this little baby had just come in. The new Eduard limited edition Desert Babe 148, or in other words Revell's Gr.1 from Operation Granby and Desert Storm. Anybody who knows the Revell kit knows it's the best on the market for a Tornado 148, and what Eduard have done, I've got the best kit and made it better, obviously adding their little bits and pieces and also giving you a fantastic decal sheet as well. So what we're going to do, we're going to just do an inbox review. I have built two of these kits, they do go together well. I built one for Telford 2018, and as we got there and was setting up, I managed to drop it and it smashed to bits, so no one ever saw it. But hey ho, I won't be building this one. Glenn Lewins will be building this one up in Brummyland, and this will also be a display hopefully at Telford this year if he gets it done, which I'm sure he will. So what we got, as you can see, the box art is fantastic. Oil burning tanks, oil fires over Iraq, I presume 1991-92 I believe. I'm not particularly into Desert Storm or whatever, I'm more World War II, but hey ho. On the front of the box you've got Foxy Killer with the pastel coloured shark's teeth. Very, very nicely done and all looking terrific. Right, so front of the box and on the sides of the box, we'll start there. Your kit number is 11136 and we have ZA452 Gulf Killer, 20 Squadron from Tabuk in Saudi Arabia, Foxy Killer and 16 Squadron Tabuk, Saudi Arabia, ZA890 number 9 Squadron Muharraq in Bahrain 1991, Czech 6 719. Then you have ZD739 Armoured Charmer number 9 Squadron. Then you've got Awesome Annie, sorry that's to the book, Awesome Annie, which is 617 Squadron, which is obviously the Lancasters or the Dambusters. Muharraq in Bahrain 91, Luscious Lizzie, Dhahran 1991, and Helen 617 in Muharraq again 1991. All Bahrain, or sorry, this is Bahrain 1991. Fantastic looking. Edge of the box, sorry it's a bit out of focus. I will get myself a proper mic, standalone mic, so you don't have to put up with the sound of it sorting itself out all the time. Just the usual stuff, tell you the box number. On the other side, as we can see here, it says Revell plastic parts, decals for 8 marking options, Brassin seats and wheels, the best on the market, we know that. Photo etch accessories and paint masks. I don't use their masks, but I always keep them just in case. So that's round the box. So what we'll do, dive in, have a quick look. Get out of the way for a second. Get the instruction manuals out and have a look. Okay, so usual thing with Eduard, you got all your attention stuff, you know, please read instructions carefully, all that stuff. What all the bits and pieces mean on the way through as you go. You've got your sprue callouts where everything is on the sprues. Doesn't seem to launch them all, but hey ho, yes it does, they're all there. So you've got 2 parts of photo etch, your film for your head up display, Brassin wheels, Brassin seat, pipes, pull rings, everything else that goes with it. You've got your colours in Gunzi, Aquas, Mr. Colour, and even MMP, which take off of Alclad, oh well. Doesn't have Alclad on here, but I will be using Alclad paints, and Alclad do the complete set for these. The Operation Granby range. I might even release them as a set now I think about it, which would be black, white, and obviously Desert Pink. There you go. Right, so straight into it. The seats, which were a little bit dodgy in the actual plastic boxing. We've got loads of parts to go on the seats that come with it. The PE mainly, and a bit of resin. So as you can see, the seat belts going down and on. Love their seat belts. Make sure you open the holes up for your bombs, because you won't have a chance to open up from underneath otherwise. Your front wheel well going down. Rudder pedals being, you take all these completely out and replace them with PE parts, which are absolutely gorgeous. Again, you've got the cockpit, removing all the side instrumentation, replacing it with PE. PE is very, how can I put it, one-dimensional, and it is flat. With a wash, it'll bring it up, looks fine. Okay, so you've got your control, your throttle controls and everything else on the right hand side of the dash when you put them on, all looking nice and good. And you've got information on how to paint the wheel well. Seats going down in the cockpit, another piece of PE added, which is a box system that goes down. You've got the control system for the Rio, joystick, bit of PE, no problem. Then the instrument panels. You could paint this instrument panel, the detail is all there. It would probably look a little bit, it won't look as good as the PE, but it will be a bit more three-dimensional if you did that. And for the Rio, same thing, taking off all the information, all the detail that's on there, and putting it down, and they go into the cockpit system. Then you've got the intake tracks, they go down onto the main bodywork. Your compressor blades going on, some other small parts going in to help you move the wings later on. Top of the intake tracks going down, front of the nose going on. This is easy, this works really well and makes a lovely fit. Just be a little bit careful how you fit it around the bottom here. Make sure you get it nice and lined up, you'll have no more problems. You've got a bit of PE to go on the end of the intakes. Then you've got your cannon going down, side panels going on. These are beautiful, they are fully detailed. Just be ever so careful when you put them on. If you get them on correctly, they'll look the business. There'll be no filler, no putty, no sanding, which is the nice part about it. The intake part's starting to go down. You've got part of the wing moving system. Obviously the wings do move on this. I particularly don't make the wings move. I like to have them solid. I know where they are then. You've got a choice of flaps up, flaps down, removing parts, leaving parts on, telling you where to glue, where not to glue. These also help if you do have it moving. These will also move the bomb carriages, so they keep them dead straight in line with the aircraft. Joining up the wings together on the system here. As I said, it is a very good system. It does work, it can be fiddly. So you've got two parts for the gaiters for the rear of the wings. Choose what you want to go on. Same here, this is another part of it. Then you've got the backbone going down onto the top panel. You've got your rear air brake system going down there. And then the top panel completely going onto the aircraft. This gives you the degree of angles to use for the intakes, depending on whether it's powered down or you've got it wheels up and flying. Same on that bit. More of the wing glove going on, no problem. Rear end of the fuselage. Now your rear tails do work. They do spin. The only thing I will say is they can be a little bit loose. Make sure you get them to fit really snugly, they'll be fine. Just having a quick look. Right, so you got your First part of the engine cover going on, which is dark iron. You've got the rear of the engines, or the engine cover going down, again dark iron. Then you've got a small part of the engines at the rear. PE to go onto the afterburner rings. They will look with the business when you put them on. Gluing those to the exhausts. The full exhaust going on. I would like to have seen in this kit resin exhausts, just to help with the. I mean, these are a big part of the aircraft. They're with the powerhouse, obviously, and we all get our eyes drawn to that end, especially with the weathering up the tail, where the buckets go on and the few moments. You'll see what I mean, but it's a pity they're not in there. Okay, engines going in, tail fin or horizontal stabilizer, sorry, vertical stabilizer, tail fin going on, parts going into the tail fin to make it what it is. There's the difference between Gr.1, Gr.2 and so on. Don't forget to add a nose weight. Now fill that nose up with liquid gravity or ball bearings or whatever you want to fill it up with. The rear of the tail going together, that going on, your rudder being fitted as well. Excuse me. You got your horizontal stabilizers on the tail to help out with direction and trim. Your tail going down, no problems. More PE going on. You've got right and left of more sections to help cover up where the horizontal stabilizers go on. Then you come up to slats. You can have them up or down. Again, it can look incredible with the slats down, the flaps down and so on. Lots of parts to mess around with. These do fit lovely. Just be very careful when you take them off the sprue. Again, you've got more slats, flaps going up or down all the way through this section. You've got your spoilers going on, up or down. Right, more information on the rear air brakes. They're all going down. You've got information on whether you want them flat or up. Again, you can have them up. And then you've got the reverser buckets. When I did mine, I put the reverser buckets in place, and that does look really, really good. You can have them in place or away for flying. Then you have your stores, where the stores would go. Absolutely beautiful when they put together, look business. And then some of these do swivel, as I said, to keep in line with the aircraft. All going on, bits of PE to enliven them. Whether you would use them if you're going to have the stores on there, debatable, but they're there if you want them. Okay, front undercarriage going together, two-part undercarriage. It does look really nice, all in white, as most aircraft, modern aircraft are nowadays. All going in, parts going on. You've got your light at the front going in. You've actually got, it shows you exactly how things are lined up as well, which is fantastic. Your undercarriage doors going on, your main undercarriage legs being put together, and then those going on. I must be Suffolk. I'm not, I'm Norfolk, but there you go. Wheels going together. These are Brassin wheels or resin, really nice. They all go on. Undercarriage doors. Landing lights going on. Front canopy going on. More PE for your fins on the radio aerials on the top. I would have done this when I did the actual work on the cockpit, so it's all one piece. Very, very nice. More PE detail going in. You've got open canopy and closed canopy, two different parts to use. Oh, well, it's the same part, you have to cut one piece off if you've got it closed. Arrestor hook going on, more PE going into the canopy. You've got your mirrors going on, which are made of PE. Open or closed, telling you, drill a hole for your more of the aerials going on. No problems. Your recognition lights going on the side. Again, more aerials going on, your pitot tube, and then we go back into some more store racks. They go on, all looking really good. missiles, drop tanks, you name it, they're on there. You've got 2.25 litre or 2,250 litre tank, sidewinders, 4 sidewinds to go on there. Then we get into our coloration. All of these will be desert pink, ALCE 024. It is exact match colour. It was taken from Pinky when she was around, so I know it's an exact match. Also got your mask set. Again, I don't use them. Fine. I don't use liquid mask. I just mask them up myself, as I generally do. So you got Foxy Killer, Awesome Annie, Armoured Charmer, oh excuse me, Gulf Killer, Check 6, Unnamed, Luscious Lizzie. This is Goodbye Iraq, actually. Very, very nice one that is. If I was to build this, and take note Glyn, I would probably do this one. It's from 617 Squadron, the Dam Busters, and it's called Helen, but on the other side of the nose is our old mate Snoopy. So that would be the one I would be doing. Usual Eduard booklet, extremely good, extremely thorough as you go through it. Right, now we'll go on to our PE to begin with. Put these to one side for a second. So we've got a usual coloured PE for seat belts, instrument panels, right throughout the cockpit. This will make the cockpit really busy and really look good. Very nice. And then you have another fret with, like I said, the afterburner rings, boxes, head-up display for the Rio, different bits and pieces, parts of the bomb rack, parts of where the bomb stores go on. Absolutely fantastic. Don't be scared of PE. It's very easy to use if you take your time. So I love that. Right, on to why it's a limited edition set. Now, most modelers today know that the first thing to add to any kit is a good seat, because it's the most deficient part of most kits. But as you can see with the Brassin, they are absolutely superb. I think these two are normally about £6 for the pair. They're quite heavy. You've got loads of other parts to add to them, air hoses and different parts and pieces, pull rings. Absolutely superb, and will make a kit. These are really well moulded by Eduard, who really know what they're doing nowadays. So that's all good. Put those away. We have another bag, and in this bag we have seat cushions, wheels, rear and front, beautiful looking things, even got Goodyear written on them. On both sides, everything looks lovely. I do like the way Eduard do their Brassin. And then we have our centre for the wheels, again, easy to paint, easy to sort, straight in. We've got a lovely ridge around here. You don't need masks, you just flow the paint round and away you go. So they are absolutely superb. Next up, missed a bit, we'll have our decals. Let's open these up. Slid about a bit. Okay. Right, put that to one side. Now, our decals. Eduard were using a lot of cartograph decals rather. These are printed by Eduard. They are very, very shiny. They are very glossy. Now, as modelers, we like satin finish or even matte finish to make things easier. There also seems to be quite a bit of, especially on these. Obviously, you will need a bag on these, but there's a lot of them, and it's big. You do get a decal option for the instrument panels, both front and back. There's your shark's mouth, which was on Pinky, which we did. Foxy Killer with the pastel colours. Helen, obviously Glenn, I'd like you to do that one, if you see it, mate. Ha. Luscious Lizzie, Armoured Charmer, Hello Kuwait, Goodbye Iraq, or Awesome Anne. If she could take that, she is awesome. Do not be rude. Excuse me. Very few stencils as such for these girls, but then you got to remember these were painted very quickly and sent out, so stencils wouldn't have been added as they would have been on the main planes when they were in the UK. So there you go, you can see it, 2020, Czech Republic, Desert Bay. Lovely. Right, let's put these away. Right. As I said, the plastic or the styrene, excuse me, is Eduard, as is Revell. Now, what I would have liked them to have done is to have used Eduard's plastic or their styrene base on the Revell moulds. Simply because I like their plastic. It's a little bit more, how can I put it, it's stronger. Probably a bit more brittle, but I do like that feel of the strength. Now you can see the screws here. These screws are what screws in for the flaps on the rear. They are a little bit delicate. Be very careful when you're cutting them off the sprue. Don't go and try and bend them off. You'll never get them off. All this detail on the cockpit has got to go. It is beautiful detail. I mean, the one I did, I hand painted. I didn't use any Eduard stuff, but I hand painted it all and it came out gorgeous. Your air brakes, lots of detail and poke work inside there, easy to do, nice and white, a wash inside there, job done. Now, the one thing about the Revell kit was the detail. Now hopefully you see that in that light where it shows how good it is. I mean, it's one thing there. You've got the side walls, which I mentioned earlier. I was just trying to see if I can get it on the camera or not, something like that. I think it's difficult to tell. It is fantastic. The detail is good. Like I said, get these in the right the first time. No putty, no sanding, no loss of detail. Looks fantastic. Again, the rear instrument panel, beautifully done, beautifully moulded. It's weird to say Revell stuff is beautifully done, but honestly this is. I've done a review on the Gr.1 and the Gr.4, which are up online under MD Model Works already. Now, I'm not going to go through all the sprues because it is exactly the same. But, my opinion, okay. Truthfully, it is the best Tonka on the market. Gr.1 version, FR or F3 versions, Gr.4 versions, they are the best. And Eduard know this, that's why they've chosen their plastic. Now, if I'm honest, there are glitches on it. Getting this joint just in here is a right pain, but if you take your time, using your Tamiya extra thin, blend it in, will never be an issue. The only thing with Revell kits is just take your time. That will work. Right, so you know, I would love to build this. I haven't got time. I mean, I'm doing this at the moment, which is the Hobby Boss 132nd B24D. Mick Burr's doing the H. Hopefully they're both going to be at Telford this year, if I get an invite. You know, they're going to be fantastic kits, but they are taking a lot of time. I mean, I've built a turret here, and literally that's the rear turret, and it is the size of a golf ball. It's huge, but when it's done, it's going to look really, really good. And both of these kits, mine and Mick's, are going to go to Norfolk and Suffolk Aviation Museum at Flixton, which is 2 miles down the road from me, and into their hangar to show them off, which will be fantastic in a glass case. So Mick, sort it out, man, and get it done. But anyway, I digress. That was Eduard's limited edition Desert Babe Gr.1 Tornado, and I think it's great. They are selling out fast. I was only allowed to have one of them. I ordered 2. I've got 1. Hopefully the other one's coming soon. I spoke to Adrian at Hannant's yesterday, and they have completely sold out of their lot, so I just took 1 so they could give it to another customer. They had another 35 which were already pre-ordered. Works out about £53 for the whole kit. Well worth that. So what you're paying, about £30 for the Revell kit, 15 or a bit more than that, £23 for your extra parts, and a good decal sheet. I mean, a good decal sheet is going to cost you 15 quid. So I think it's fantastic and well worth the money. Eduard doing a fantastic job as per usual. Okay, thanks a lot, and thanks for watching, and join me again sometime. Bye bye for now.